Good day to you. My name is Mo Blessing. I'm a French and English language teacher. Today I want to talk about innovation in the classroom. How far do we need to be innovative as educators in order to enhance learning in the classroom environment? Let me start off by explaining what innovation is. Well, for me, innovation entails incorporating a variety of strategies in the teaching and learning process, strategies that are aimed at enhancing student understanding, developing creativity, and improving student collaboration and engagement in the classroom setup. Strategies that are related to real-world issues. Well, innovation, it ranges from small strides like just the classroom arrangement to bigger strides like incorporating technology in the learning process. Let me share with you some of the ways in which I have been an innovative teacher. Let me start off with technology. The smart board. Well, one of the inventions that the school I currently work for has implemented for us. Through the smart board, I've managed to introduce my students to blended learning. This is where, for example, when I'm teaching them how to write a persuasive text, what I do is I look for videos online on how to write a persuasive text, which I play for them on the smart board. They find it so exciting and so interesting because it's a deviation from the traditional method whereby I naturally would just stand in front of them and lecture them on how to write a persuasive text. Through the smart board again, I've managed to introduce Skype to the classroom. Through Skype, I invite guest speakers who cannot be in the school in person. And in most cases, these are my colleagues, my friends from other schools, whom I invite to come and explain certain topics. Let's say I'm teaching Le Passé Composé in French. I invite my colleague from another school and they explain it to my students through Skype. The students find that so exciting and they understand. Now, the other way in which I've become an innovative teacher is through introducing project-based learning. What I do is, let's say when I'm teaching my students instructional text, the other time I put them in mixed ability groups. And in those groups, they met in the first session to discuss who would bring what and who would research on what information that was towards the success of that project. What I did is I assigned the other group to come up with a project on how to play a game, let's say Snakes and Ladders or even Monopoly. The other group was looking at how to make a craft of their choice. The other group was looking at a recipe, giving instructions on how to prepare certain food. And then the last group was looking at how to assemble something, let's say how to assemble a bicycle. They met to discuss, and after discussing in the next session, they met now to do the actual project. Believe you me, it was meticulous. I could not believe the extent to which my students could be creative. There was so much careful thinking and so much color put into that project, such that it was so beautiful. And they understood. I say that because when now I gave them a standardized test, all of them passed. Now, I'm now looking at how to incorporate AI in my lessons. I'm looking at coming up with a program that automatically sends homework to the students and also answers commonly asked questions and even evaluates. That will save time for me. And it also helps because sometimes as human beings, we do make mistakes, but that will help me. It will save my time. Now, what am I saying to us as teachers? I am saying, let's be continuously innovative. We need to be innovative to match what is happening in the modern world. Let's start small. You don't need to start big. Borrow ideas from others. Innovation is like a muscle. You need to exercise it. It doesn't matter whatever it is that you have. All you need to become an innovative teacher is just to be willing to try something new. Thank you.